Good morning. Welcome back to Pastor's Morning Walk. The temperature gauge reads 10 degrees here, which is quite rare for North Carolina, but the roads are clear and we are off to school again on Monday morning into this beautiful sunrise. Well, I'm reading in Daniel, and I read of the fiery furnace this morning, into which the 3 young men were cast. And the one who was with them, whom Nebuchadnezzar says, looked like the Son of God. Indeed was. It was God the Son, with his people in the furnace. If you are trusting Christ today, then you will have Christ with you in the furnace. He will be with you as you pass through fire and water. He has said, I will never leave you or forsake you. So trust him. And out of that trust, refuse to yield 1 inch to those like Nebuchadnezzar, who would demand a loyalty to something other than to God, and certainly who would demand praise and worship for an idol. I have the privilege this morning of preaching from Romans 2, that God will render unto every man according to his deeds. It's important to keep in mind this final judgment. This focuses our life now, just as the author of Ecclesiastes says, that we should fear God and keep his commandments, for God will bring every deed into judgment. The focus of this passage is on the character of God expressed in this judgment, that he's not a respecter of persons. It'll be to the Jew first and then to the Greek, but the same rule will be applied to all. It's those who patiently pursue good works who will be rewarded, and those who disobey and who are evil, who will be destroyed. This rule applies to all men. There's none who are exempt, and no one gets off because of who he is. God does not play favorites. Now, this is a comfort for those who are faithful and who need vindication in this life, in this world in which men do play favorites, and they judge unjustly and unfairly. It's also a serious exhortation to living godly. God will judge not according to appearance, but he'll judge righteous judgment, not according to profession, for there are many who will say, Lord, Lord, but according to deeds. He'll judge the tree by the fruit, the very thing he's told us to do. Some may wonder why the final judgment is not according to faith. After all, faith is the condition of the covenant of grace. Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and you shall be saved. But the final judgment according to works does not at all deny that. It's not a statement that faith no longer is the condition of the covenant of works, or that the condition of salvation as to its right is works. That's not true. That would be an undoing of the whole gospel, which is a gospel of grace. It's not the covenant of works. But what God is saying is that a man will be known by his fruit. True faith always bears good fruit. It always produces a life of patient continuance in well-doing, of persevering to the end. And so whatever you say, faith that does not have works is dead faith. That is no faith, or no saving faith. And that will be shown at the final judgment. It's also fitting that the judgment being public would use public evidence, just like in a human courtroom. The private evidence of a profession of faith cannot be proven by men, and yet men will be watching the final judgment, the angels as well. And there will be a public vindication of God, in that the judgment will be according to things that all men can see. Indeed, the things men can't see, the works of the heart and the works done in secret, they will be made public on that day, and that will no doubt include the belief or unbelief of the heart. So that has its place even in the final judgment. It's a call today to seek the Lord with faithfulness, to seek Him from the heart, to seek Him in the secret place, knowing that He will bring every deed into judgment. All the thoughts and purposes of the heart, every idle word. How serious this should make you about living godly, about seeking to obey the Lord in everything. May the Lord give you that grace as you meditate on the final judgment.